right, so you're starting the year off with a bang. You've realized that you've got all the clients you want. You've created an amazing offer. You're grabbing attention. And most importantly, you've created desire. The 3 pillars of personal training that I recommend you follow, whether it's online or offline, doesn't matter which one, you need to focus on this. And hey, if you're a gym owner, this needs to be an emphasis as well. You want to have high quality gym members coming into your gym, right? You don't want those people that come in once and never come back again, or most importantly, those clients that just never end up paying you. The worst scenario possible. But what you've got to realize is creating all of those 3 pillars of personal training, online coaching, and finding really, really good gym members comes from being proactive when you're producing content. So one of the biggest things that I see people fail with, and most importantly, stressed out with when you don't need to be stressed out about it, is producing content once a week and then scheduling it for the entire week. So what I do is I block out a whole entire day at least once a week. I wouldn't recommend picking a day because, again, you don't have control all the time on weather and all these things. You just need to produce one day where you're not doing anything other than content creation. Then what you need to do is produce all of your month's videos in that one day. And that may sound really overwhelming, but just start small. Maybe start doing once a week, or a week in advance, or 2 weeks in advance, and then build from there. Just like when you're juggling a ball or learning a skill or learning a craft, you've got to start small and then scale. But I recommend, and I know if you're watching this video, you can do a month's work in a day. How do you do that? Because you're like, man, I don't have time to edit that. I don't have time to subtitle that. I don't have time to design it. I don't have time to edit it, right? You're just making me so overwhelmed. Well, that's fine, but you've also got to remember we live in the digital age. I can get a video editor, I can get a graphic designer all the way on the other side of the world and pay them extraordinarily well for doing extraordinarily good work. And yes, you're going to put your hand up and say, Matt, I have no money. But if you stay in this constant state of, scarcity or fear or, anxiousness from scaling, you will never be able to scale. If you cannot be the master of all trades, you have to be the captain of your own ship, right? You need to be that person that creates content, coaches, and most importantly, motivates. You can't be the person that edits. You can't be the person that designs. You can't be the person that sometimes even plans out your month's work, right? Why do you think the most successful people in the world have a team behind them? It is not because they're lazy. It's because they know what they're extremely good at and they focus on doing that well. And this is the same thing you need to do. You need to produce content, but most importantly, you need to plan out a full entire day to produce that content. You can't produce daily content and then edit it and then post it. Because once you start scaling in terms of frequency, one thing's going to suffer. We cannot afford the quality of your offer to suffer. You cannot afford the quality of your sessions to suffer because that is your bread and butter, right? That is why you got in the industry. But we live in an age, we live in a digital world that needs to have a surplus of content produced for people to see you. Because again, give before you receive is one of the easiest things I can say to a trainer that wants to scale. Give and then receive. It is one of the biggest mental blocks, though, that so many trainers have, and this is why we have such a high failure rate. We have an 80% failure rate in online coaching and personal training. And I truly believe it's because people want their message to be heard, but they're not willing to do the work. So one of the biggest tips I can give you right now, if you want to scale, if you want to build your business from 0 sessions to at least 20 sessions a week, whether it's online or offline, learn how to do everything social media in one day. Now, this isn't me saying to you, you need to wake up and just create random content. Plan the night before, plan 2 days ahead before, plan a weekend ahead. Right? But you know that let's say Monday, you're going to spend 6 hours shooting content. Don't worry about the cost because that is going to come back from the lifetime value of your clients you're going to get because of that. And don't be silly and make content that isn't relevant. Don't be silly and make content that isn't going to grab someone's attention, create that kind of interrupt in social media. Use websites that I'm going to link down below that you can search for keywords. You can search for trending topics. You can search for the most looked at things on social media. Don't copy those, but create your own version of those. Keywords are the easiest way for new people to find you on social media. If you do not know what keywords are, comment down below and I can give you an example. But most importantly, guys, the number one thing I can give you right now is that if you want to be successful going forward in your fitness business, whether it's offline or online, you've got to be really strategic in the way that you shoot content. Because shooting content every single day is just putting endless amounts of pressure on you that doesn't need to be there in the first place, which is going to devalue your offer, devalue your attention span of your potential clients. And most importantly, there's going to be no desire because your content is rubbish, right? One of the biggest things is I can give you is trying to find people that work exceptionally well for you. You're a very good trainer. You're a very, very good coach. You get amazing results. Do you not think someone else in the digital world is going to be a very good designer, a very good editor, and get amazing results? It is that simple, guys. If you do not follow those steps, if you do not encourage yourself to step out of your four-wall kind of comfortable scenario that you live in right now, you will not be able to scale going into 2020. And most importantly, you will not be able to scale your financial freedom doing the thing that you love doing, that is personal training and online coaching. And most importantly, you will not be able to scale, and you will not be able to leave the comfort zone that you're living in right now. You'll not be able to scale going into 2020. You will not be able to grow the business that you love turning up for every single day, and that is personal training, online coaching, and getting gym members into your gyms.